Welcome to Wonderslate. Subscribe to our Telegram channel given in the description to updates and study materials. Topic for today's quiz is Work, Life and Leisure Cities in the Contemporary World Set 1. Question number 1. Which industries did not exist in London before the First World War? Option A. Motor cars and electrical goods. Option B. Cloth and textile. Option C. Metal and engineering. Option D. None of these. The correct answer is Option A. Motor cars and electrical goods. During the First World War, London began manufacturing motor cars and electrical goods, and the number of large factories increased. Nearly 1/3 of all jobs in the city. Question number 2. Who was Charles Booth? Option A. A Liverpool ship owner. Option B. A rich merchant. Option C. A philanthropist. Option D. None of these. The correct answer is Option A. A Liverpool ship owner. Charles Booth was a Liverpool ship owner who conducted the first social survey of low-skilled workers in East End of London in 1887. Question number 3. What was the belief of the people in industrial cities about the black fog? Option A. Air pollution. Option B. Bad tempers and dirty clothes. Option C. Smoke-related illnesses. Option D. Both B and C. The correct answer is Option D. Both B and C. Shopkeepers, homeowners and others complained about the black fog that descended on their towns, causing bad tempers, smoke-related illnesses, and dirty clothes. Question number 4. What do you mean by Temperance Movement? Option A. A movement led by the rich to stop drinking on the streets. Option B. A movement in Britain and USA, aimed at reducing alcoholism amongst the working classes. Option C. A movement to start alcohol-free. Option D. None of these. The correct answer is Option B. A movement in Britain and USA, aimed at reducing alcoholism amongst the working classes. A middle-class-led social reform movement in Britain and USA, aimed at reducing alcoholism amongst the working classes. Question number 5. In which year Charles Booth conducted the first social survey? Option A. 1885. Option B. 1889. Option C. 1887. Option D. 1892. The correct answer is Option C. 1887. In 1887, Charles Booth, a Liverpool ship owner, conducted the first social survey of low-skilled London workers in the East End of London. Question number 6. When did the first section of the Underground Railways in the world opened? Option A. The 10th of January. Option B. The 25th of March. Option C. The 15th of April. Option D. The 20th of May. The correct answer is Option A. The 10th of January. The very first section of the Underground in the world opened on the 10th of January 1863 between Paddington and Farrington Street in London. Question number 7. What do you mean by individualism? Option A. Superiority of men over women. Option B. It promotes the liberty, rights or independent action. Option C. It promotes male preserve and domestic sphere. Option D. None of these. The correct answer is Option B. It promotes the liberty, rights or independent action. Individualism is a theory which promotes the liberty, Rights or independent action of the individual rather that of the community. Question number 8. In the late 18th century, how did the working class people spend their holidays? Option A. Dancing at home. Option B. Eating and spending time at home. Option C. In visiting museum. Option D. Meeting in pubs. The correct answer is option D. Meeting in pubs. The working class people spent their holidays and leisure time in the late 18th century by meeting in pubs for a drink, exchanging news and sometimes organizing a political action. Question number 9. Which entertainment becomes the great mass entertainment for mixed audiences? Option A. Cinema. Option B. Dancing. Option C. Theaters. Option D. None of these. The correct answer is option A. Cinema. Cinema was the entertainment that became the great mass entertainment for mixed audiences by the early 20th century. Question number 10. What were the presidency cities in India? Option A. Bombay. Option B. Madras. Option C. Calcutta. Option D. All of them. The correct answer is option D. All of them. Presidency cities in India in the early 19th century were Bombay, Calcutta, and Madras. These were multifunctional cities. They had major ports, warehouses, homes and offices, army camps, as well as educational institutions, museums and libraries. Question number 11. Which was the premier city in India in the 19th century? Option A. Madras. Option B. Delhi. Option C. Bombay. Option D. None of these. The correct answer is option C. Bombay. The premier city in India in the 19th century was Bombay. It expanded rapidly from the late 19th century, its population going up from 6,44,405 in 1872 to nearly 15 lakhs in 1941. Question number 12. When was the Bombay came under the control of the British? Option A. Bombay was given as a part of dowry to England. Option B. Bombay was captured by British. Option C. Portuguese sold it to the British. Option D. None of these. The correct answer is option A. Bombay was given as a part of dowry to England. Bombay came under the control of the British when King Charles II, the King of Britain, married the Portuguese princess, and Bombay was given as a part of dowry to England in 1661. Question number 13. What were the two calamities which affected Bombay? Option A. The earthquake. Option B. The famine of Kutch. Option C. Plague of 1898. Option D. Both B and C. The correct answer is option D. Both B and C. The famine of Kutch, 1888-89, and the plague of 1898 were the two calamities that badly affected Bombay in the late 19th century. Question number 14. What do you mean by reclamation? Option A. To take back land from the rich. Option B. To reclaim marshy or submerged areas. Option C. Forced to donate halves land. Option D. None of these. The correct answer is option B. To reclaim marshy or submerged areas. Reclamation means to reclaim marshy or submerged areas or other wasteland for settlements, cultivation or other use. Question number 15. Who was the philanthropists? Option A. People who worked for social upliftment and charity. Option B. People who wanted to stop crime. Option C. People who worried about law and order. Option D. None of these. The correct answer is Option A. People who worked for social upliftment and charity. The philanthropists were the people who worked for social upliftment and charity, donating time and money for all the purpose. Thank you for watching the video. If you'd like practice this quiz, then download the Wonderslate app now, link in the description below. If you have any suggestion for us, feel free to leave comments. If you liked the video and want to see more of it, hit the thumbs up and don't forget to click on subscribe button to get more updates of the future videos.